wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. It's Jason, talks like a spaz, and he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ show.
Here we go. Happy Wednesday. What's going on, everybody?
Happy hump day, Kevin.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice. Good to see you all here today. Jay Bird, got the pizza vibe going on again today?
It's World Record Wednesday. It's kind of like my new uniform for that day.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah.
It's got an official outfit now?
Yeah, and it kind of helps me just... we don't have to pick out an outfit. It's really, really peaceful in the morning.
Yeah,
How
it
you
is.
feeling about your upcoming athletic feat?
I feel real good. I
Yeah?
even practice, and
Okay.
it's one of those ones where it just depends on if I get a good moment of time. You see what I'm saying?
A good moment of time.
I have to
You gotta
have...
get in the zone.
Yeah, I got to be in that zone.
I get you.
It's the tortilla toss, Virginia.
Well, we were slapping each other with tortillas yesterday, and we didn't want the rest of them to go to waste, and apparently nobody wants to eat them, so we're just going to throw them.
Well, you said it yesterday. You go, you better look up some tortilla records so you can save some money.
Well, you've already made such a large investment in tortillas.
Yeah.
So you might as well get your money's worth.
Yeah, went big. So we're going to be going for the world record for tortilla tossing coming up a little bit later today on the KVJ show. Yesterday, we got 3 of 5 winners on KVJ, doubling up your paycheck. So, all right, not too bad. 2 people did miss out on their easy cash, but congratulations to Nathaniel Senatus of Lake Worth Beach with us, won at 9 a.m., then Jennifer Alver of West Palm, and then Grace Ann Ferguson of Lake Worth Beach. All big winners yesterday, doubling up their paycheck. We'll win with you again tomorrow, starting at 9 a.m., so go sign up today at WRMF.com.
It's the KVJ dirt of the day. It's the KVJ dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away, cause you know we need that dirt of the day.
Well, the talk has returned with original episodes, and man, you were right yesterday, Jay Bird. You said the talk's ratings have plummeted, and they have. I guess ever since Sharon Osbourne left, a bunch of her fans vowed to boycott watching the show, and this past week, it got the lowest ratings it's ever had.
I did an even deeper dive, unfortunately. They were already kind of starting to tank in the rankings before the dust up even happened, and now I think they are in jeopardy of being canceled if they don't get it together.
Following Sharon's departure, their ratings are in the loo. They are not doing well at all.
Well, and you know, she'll wind up being the one coming out looking good out of all this.
She will. And you know who else? Carrie Ann Inaba, who just jumped ship yesterday, is going to probably be just fine. But the rest of the girls, I don't know what's going to happen.
I'm also kind of shocked, even when they are cooking on all cylinders, that show doesn't get that many viewers.
No, it doesn't.
It's only, it was like 2 million, 1.5? That's not that many, right? For a major network talk show?
I don't
probably,
know.
you
I
know,
mean, that's probably what they normally
The
get.
world probably talks about it more than it deserves.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Yeah.
Dax Shepard does a cute little podcast, and here he is talking about a moment that he had with one of his kids.
One of the cuter moments was, I want to say my oldest daughter was 3, back when my daughters really wanted to be with me 24 hours a day. And she said, "Where are you going?" And I said, I'm going to AA. She said, why do you have to go? I go, because I'm an alcoholic. And if I don't go there, then I'll drink and then I'll be a terrible dad. And she said, "Can I go?" And I said, "Well, no, you got to be an alcoholic." And she goes, "I'm going to be an alcoholic." And I said, "You know, you might become one. It's the odds are not in your favor, but you're not there yet."
Okay. All right. There you go. You got to have goals.
And we're hearing rumors that Chris Harrison is either getting married or just got married. I don't know what's going on. He put this picture of him and his girlfriend up on Instagram, and I don't know. That looks pretty wedding-ish to me, Bird.
Well, he's got time now.
I mean, he's just got time to play.
That's why.
He's got play time. Rumors are also that he hired a legal team to figure out if he has any kind of way to come after the people from The Bachelor for letting him go. So, poor Chris Harrison.
Is he like he's done? Like that's it?
He
There's
might
no
be
coming
done.
back.
The fact that he's getting married makes me think that he's getting news where it doesn't look good that they're ever having him come
He's
back
got
anytime
time.
soon. Yeah.
He's trying to keep busy.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's what's going on in your dirt.
Continually striving for excellence, but consistently failing. Jaybird attempts to break another impressive feat on a world record Wednesday. Coming up soon here on the KVJ Show.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What are you thinking about today, Jaybird?
Well, tonight is our Weird and Whatever podcast, and I want to tease some of the topics we're going to be talking about tonight. They're very good, getting some really good emails from the people. One says, my dad ate a human and liked it. We're going to delve into that.
Wait, what?
My dad ate a human and liked it.
Okay, a little cannibalism.
There's a little bit of cannibalism from back in the day. I mean, you want me to tell you a little bit of the story?
I don't know if I can
I
handle
don't
it.
think you can. Cannibalism is a little tough.
It's a little early.
It's
What
si-
if somebody's eating their eggs?
Yeah, it's 625A. Cannibalism is a
Well,
little
if it's a
rough.
chicken eating its eggs, then that is cannibalism.
We've got a mom got hit in the head, and now she has mind powers.
Oh, okay. All right.
Someone wrote in, my girlfriend has a zombie fetish. We'll delve into that.
Wow.
Another person that's struggling with, I have a doppelganger, and they are ruining my life.
Oh, dang.
And then the last one is my haunted kitchen making haunted food. Someone wants to know. So we're going to get into all that tonight, 6 p.m. on the KVJ YouTube page.
Look at
okay.
you doing the Lord's work.
There he is.
Busy.
Heavy lifting over
A
there.
lot of weird people send me a lot of weird stuff, and I love it.
Good. What's on your mind today, Virginia?
Well, I thought I would give you an update to what was on my mind yesterday at this same time. Remember, I told you I was going to have to be with Magnolia's dad, like hanging out for a while.
Right.
Yeah.
We had to go to the passport office to get her passport updated, renewed, whatever. When you're a kid, a minor, you have to do it every 5 years. And she wants to go to the Bahamas with some buddies. So her dad and I really don't ever hang out, ever.
Yeah.
And
Not good old chums, huh?
no.
Okay.
So on the way there, I was like, dreading it. It's just awkward, and I didn't think anything bad was going to happen. But it's just that weird feeling where you're just like, I'd rather not be doing this.
It's uncomfortable.
Yeah. And then I look over at her as we're pulling into the parking lot, and she's worse than me. And she's like, I feel so weird. I don't know if I like this. You and my dad are never together. So she was more nervous than me. And
Oh,
then I
wow.
felt bad, and I just started to calm her down. I'm like, well, Mags, when we were little, you were little, we used to do stuff together all the time. So don't worry. Nothing bad's going to happen.
So
It's going to be fine.
Even on the big moments in life, you guys don't ever get together for a little bit, for a brief moment, you and the ex?
Not really. Not really. Now, we tried that early on in the, in the divorce proceedings and child custody drama. But then, it got really ugly. And then for me, I'm the kind of person that once you cross me, I'm done with you. You're dead to me.
Uh-oh.
And when it gets really, you've seen me.
Well, yeah.
You know how it goes.
I mean, gosh, have I?
And then once, things happen and I'm pissed, that I don't come back from that.
Yeah, Kay Pennington, my mother, suffered from that same condition.
Yeah, it's just, it's how God made me.
I wasn't trying to be disrespectful. I mean, I didn't mean to call him your ex. I should call him Magnolia's dad. I don't want the right. I'm not
No,
trying to.
that's fine. He is. He's my ex. He's Magnolia's dad. So we get to the passport office. Rocco's having a complete meltdown. So I sent Mags in ahead of me with her and her dad. And
Okay.
we were probably in there, I would say, total like 15 minutes. Everybody was cordial. Everybody was cool.
I mean,
Okay.
come on, 15 minutes if you can't keep it together.
Yeah.
For 15 minutes, what
Y'all
do you
got
do?
some serious dysfunction in that family.
And then afterwards, he was even nice. He wanted to talk about, what he wanted to do for her birthday. And so
Okay, cute.
Yes.
Yeah, big one's coming up, right?
she's going to be 16 in
Yeah,
a month.
Sweet 16.
What's that going to cost you?
Oh, my gosh.
Is there a special party for Max for a sweet 16?
I think first she wanted to do a party at the house. Then she wanted to do a big, huge inflatable water slide, slip and slide bounce house in the yard. I'm like, that's fun. Yeah. Now she's transitioned into, she wants to just do a party in a restaurant with like 4 of her girlfriends and have like a cute dinner.
That's going to change. That's not going to stick. It's going to be bigger.
It changes every week.
Okay.
So then she was like, Mom, what if you get a yacht? I'm like, what if no?
A yacht.
Yeah.
Okay.
She wanted me to get a giant boat. I'm like,
Yeah.
Mags, we're not in the boat club anymore. I'm not getting you a huge yacht. That's expensive.
I like that idea the best.
Well, you guys have a jet ski. Maybe that will work.
We can put 30 of your friends on a jet ski. Yeah, so the fun.
Okay.
The 16-year-old birthday party, though, I remember in high school, that was a big deal. For usually the rich girls would have the biggest parties you would ever see. We're talking
Yeah.
horses, carriages. The
The
rich,
Sweet 16.
the Sweet 16 richer
There's
girls.
been a couple of South Florida parties that have made national TV on some of those shows, I remember, where they've had...
Da Baby shows up.
Right.
Yeah.
They had a major
Yeah.
artist performing.
Daddy
Yeah.
knows Da Baby's manager, and so we paid $60,000 and we got Da Baby for one song.
Yeah, I remember we talked about that one time, the sickest 16-year-olds party in South Florida, and it was like major recording artists and millions of dollars and
The
all that stuff.
16-year-old parties and the bar mitzvahs and the bat mitzvahs.
Yeah.
That's where you pull your big entertainment for the youth.
I wish you guys could have seen my 16th birthday. My dad bought me an emotionally disturbed dog named Jingles, who is 11 years old, and he gives me the dog in front of the 6 people who
Your
came to
family
my...
loves old dogs.
We really do.
Yeah.
He gives me the dog, and in front of 6 people, the girl I had a crush on, Jingles bites my arm. And Jingles hated me. That's what I got for my birthday.
That's awesome.
Your dad got you a dog that was walking the green mile.
That dog had 2 paws in the grave. But when I got it, it was so odd.
What a terrible gift.
It wasn't a great gift.
What I got on my mind, I saw today there is this pill that is being developed by Pfizer as a possible cure for coronavirus. It could be ready later this year. How about that, huh?
That's pretty cool.
That could be a big-time game changer, huh? I don't know what all this stuff means.
What does
but
that mean?
I don't know what it means. I just saw that, and I don't know what it means. But it just adds more confusion to it.
Well, Virginia is vaccinated, so does that mean she does take the... Or does she...
I
No,
don't
you
think
take the pill if you get COVID and you're really sick.
Got ya.
Yeah.
So I'm just wondering with that announcement, what does that affect anything? Does that cause some people to say, I'm not going to get vaccinated because there's going to be a pill out later this year that I can just pop that if I get sick? So,
Some people will say that.
yeah. So I don't know what that means. That's why I thought it was kind of interesting that they made that announcement when they did.
Just keep in mind, all the doctors are saying
Mm-hmm.
one thing. The long-term side effects of getting COVID are worse than any vaccine. So if you get
Mm-hmm.
COVID and then you're like worried about, what's this vaccine going to do to me? They say that the side effects of actually the real COVID is what you should be scared of.
Yeah, that's kind of the odd thing is what they talk about with the long-term effects that some people are having, maybe the cough, shortness of breath, heart rate abnormalities, chest or throat pain, things like that. They say months after even a mild case of COVID, some people have that.
Just goes on and on.
Yeah. They say 2/3 of those who sought treatment 1 to 6 months after testing positive for the coronavirus were told a condition was present that wasn't there before their illness. And I know, for instance, like my wife, the Mexican Queen, we'd had it in July, August, somewhere around there.
August, yeah.
Yeah, first part of August, and she's still trying to get her sense of smell back.
That's why she keeps farting on those pillows. She can't smell it.
Well, it's just, she's just walking around all rogue, and I don't think she realizes how bad she smells.
She walks around holding a can of beans and winks at you.
Yeah, because it's not, she has no perception about how bad her gas is. And
Well, let's just be fair. She never cared.
no,
But you're
I
right.
don't-
It's another level of rogue, and that's a dangerous.
Well, there's
person.
just not that awareness.
Yeah.
Just not an awareness at all.
She's a dangerous woman.
Yeah, and she's doing what I saw they're having a lot of people do, trying to get their sense of smell back. I didn't realize this is a thing. It's called smell training, where you basically train your nose and brain to smell again.
Damn, smell therapy?
Yeah, she's got a little stick that is on her keychain that I guess it'd be like almost like smelling salts. It's a really kind of like a eucalyptus, if you've ever had those halls or something like that. It's like an intense version of that. And she will sniff it a couple times a day whenever she thinks about it. And that's, I guess, what they're having people do, using those smell sticks or strong perfumes or something like that. They did a study and they found that's a better option than people who are trying to use steroids and stuff like that, get their sense of smell back.
When the queen does that, does she smell the little thingy that she puts
she'd
up
be
her
like
nose?
nothing. No,
Oh,
she
that's
almost
rough.
uses it as a test to say,
She
okay,
can't smell yet.
can't smell anything yet, and that's from August.
Is it messing with her taste buds too?
No, she can taste fine. That's what's weird about it. This whole coronavirus is so wacky that you never know what it might be. A lot of people are saying, I can't get my sense of taste back, and other people at smell, and that's
That's
her
a-
lingering effect.
That's a mild lingering effect. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah. So anyway, so just some crazy, interesting stuff. And I saw yesterday the CDC come out with a new guideline as well that a lot of people are confused and fighting about. So. So,
Welcome to Earth.
yeah, I know, right? So some interesting stuff with that. Coming up here in just a couple of minutes on the KVJ show, things movies try to make seem normal. Sometimes it's really hard to get past that. And, you know, the one thing, and I know why they do it, I guess it's for brevity's sake. It just really bothers me how people end phone conversations in movies and TV shows.
I saw one the other day, and I didn't write it down, but they said goodbye in the movie, and I couldn't believe it.
I would love that. I mean, does it take that long? It just be like, okay, thanks, or just yep, and then that. But they will say the most dramatic thing. Your sister is dead. And then they just take the phone away from their face and hang up. I'm like, who would hang up a phone at that point? That would never happen. Yet in movies, they try to make it seem like that's how we did. Imagine if you had a phone conversation and ended them like they did in movies and TV shows. All your friends and family would hate you.
But she's so rude.
Yes.
Virginia did it to me this last week, and she hung up on me. I was like, this ain't no movie.
Well, I was overserved.
And she's trying to send a point.
Yeah, there
She's
was a
trying to make a
message.
message.
You didn't answer your door when I banged on it and all your windows.
I'm going to continue to do that.
I'll break in the back.
So what else would you say are the things that movies try to make seem normal, but in real life, no, not at all. We'll discuss next.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
That was kind of interesting. We were talking about smell training that people were doing, trying to get their sense of smell back.
Yeah?
And somebody had said, other than that little eucalyptus stick that my wife is using, because she's had her smell gone since August. Somebody's reminded me about that TikTok hack, the burned orange.
Oh,
where
yeah.
you take, I guess, the peel and you burn that and then you smell it. Somebody said that worked for my daughter. She got her smell and taste back. Seems weird, but I guess you never know. It's
you
COVID.
got to try that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd mentioned that to my wife. I don't know. I don't think she did it, so she's aware of it. Somebody else said that I have heard that people who have those long haul COVID symptoms might get their sense of smell back after the second vaccine. She said, I was watching a TikTok about a girl who had said that. She said that her issues disappeared after getting the second vaccine shot. So her
that's
sense of smell
encouraging.
came back. Yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting. So
Sense of smell that sucks, but the sense of not being able to taste your food, that happened to me for about, I think, 8 or 9 days last year. It wasn't COVID, but I had gotten sick. It depressed me. I like to taste my food, damn it.
We know.
yeah, boy loves his food.
If anybody on this show needs his taste buds.
It takes away a little bit of your pep.
Yep. Well, I saw this list on Reddit. The things movies try to make seem normal. These are all the things that you see in movies and shows that seem to be normal, but in real life, it just never happens. I talked about I'm still bothered by the way people end phone conversations. I know they do it for brevity's sake, but to me, I wind up mentally thinking about it for 5 to 10 seconds after they've just hung up at like a really dramatic point that you would never just end a conversation on.
Yeah, the one that always bothers me is when you've got two characters that don't really like each other, but they're gonna go sit down and because one of them has to tell somebody this big thing, and it cuts to a scene of them halfway through eating their meal. You mean to tell me they didn't bring that up way before appetizers? You're gonna wait till
Took a while.
you're halfway done through your steak to bring up this big, life-changing,
Whatever it was.
It annoys me.
Some of the ones that Reddit talked about, that time where they always have that highly confidential conversation, but the two people having are about 4 feet away, and then they don't realize the person they're talking about is just right behind them at that right inopportune time
And
to hear them.
They lay out the whole plan for them.
I just watched a show, and it was set on a gigantic cruise ship, and they kept talking about how big the ship was, and they could never find anybody. Yet anytime they had a candid conversation, that person was always right around the hall. I'm like, you guys just made a big point about how big the ship is, and you'll never find anyone. Yet how is it that this is the third time that person has just conveniently been there, and you're saying something like very sensitive, and yet you're 4 feet apart, and you could be like a lot closer talking. Another one that they have, things that movies try to make seem normal, those young singles living in $1 million condos that overlook the city. I first had that because I was living in New York when that TV show called Friends debuted, and I saw their apartment, and then I saw the amount of money I was paying to sleep in somebody's living room on a futon. And I had a buddy of mine, and he had a decent place that was down in the East Village. And I was like, how did you get this place? I found out about rent control. But even then, he had pretty wealthy parents that were helping him. So, and I asked him then, I'm like, you ever seen that show Friends? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, how much would they pay for that apartment? He's like, it would be insane.
Yeah, it would have been like $6 or $7 grand a month.
Right. And didn't they work at coffee shops?
Yeah.
I'm like, just something doesn't quite add up here.
It was super annoying.
Yeah, it really kind of was. Another one, no one ever using a computer is using their mouse. They're just constantly frantically typing hard on the keyboard.
And everyone's able to hack someone's computer really easily, too.
Yeah, they said that about how easily people can get passwords. It's just one or two guesses.
They figure it out.
Meanwhile, I can't even guess my own passwords in one or two tries.
I swear I'm right about this one email, and it says my password is wrong, and I feel like it's wrong. I'm not wrong. They're wrong.
I agree. It's maddening, isn't it? It's maddening. Another thing that movies will try to make seem normal that aren't, getting hit over the head and knocked out, how they do that, and the person always goes right out, and then when they come to, they just rub their head real quick, and then they go on about their day.
Yeah, I feel like if I got knocked out, I'm taking probably 3 or 4 days off of work. It's going to be a thing. I'm going to probably lay down for a week.
I would imagine you'd be nauseous, right? You'd probably throw up.
Yeah.
Never happens. In horror movies, there's a lot of them. One, they note, everybody always runs upstairs. Look, if there's something chasing you, wouldn't you run for the door to get outside?
There's a ton in horror movies.
You always go upstairs, and yet you're trapped upstairs now. And if you're creeped out in this really scary house, why don't you flip on all the lights?
Yeah, why are you investigating when it's pitch black out?
Mm-hmm. They said another one is a knock on the door or ring at the doorbell is met with a person within 2 seconds. You ever notice that? They open the door right away. Like, what, are they just standing at the door?
If you're waiting for your food, you are.
I take a while because I'm hoping they'll leave.
I usually don't answer. As you know, Virginia, I don't answer my door ring.
I can beat on the door and all the windows, and he doesn't answer.
I just find when I answer a random door knock, something goes askew or awry.
Made me think something was in there. Something or someone was in there with him.
And then have you ever noticed that whenever somebody goes to a grocery store, they come out with one paper bag of groceries and there's always a celery stalk or a loaf of French bread sticking out of the top of it?
Yeah.
It's like the standard, oh, they got groceries, you can tell. There's a story out today about Tom Cruise yet again saving another life. Back in 1987, during the filming of Cocktail, he saved Elizabeth Shue's life by tackling her as she was running toward the spinning rear rotor of a helicopter. At first, she was mad at him because she's like, why would you just dare tackle me out of nowhere? And then she realized she almost died. Like, oh, Tom Cruise, my hero.
Didn't he save somebody else on the side of a road one time?
Oddly enough, he has a gonzo history of saving a lot of lives. Tom Cruise is the hero we don't deserve.
Is it Gonzo or is it Pinocchio?
Yeah, I mean, are these around movie premieres?
Yeah. Is it all a setup that
like-
Scientology put these people in distress in place for
yeah.
him to come along and, oh, you're saved today?
Well, Tom Cruise had a banner year in 1996. He not only saved people from a sinking boat in the Mediterranean while he was out there, he also helped somebody out of a car crash, both in the year 1996, coincidentally, the year that Mission Impossible came out.
We see a pattern.
I've heard that this is kind of a thing in Hollywood. In fact, somebody who was commenting on this said that, yeah, I've got a friend in Hollywood, and it was kind of interesting because they said, get ready because Sandra Bullock is about to have an issue with a plane. And then 2 days later, a story came out about how her plane skidded off the runway right as her new movie was coming out. And so you often will see this kind of stuff because obviously in that story then tagged in it is the fact that she has a movie coming out and they need headlines to promote the movie.
There are no accidents.
Yeah, the only thing I don't get necessarily is about the timing of this latest Tom Cruise hero story because Top Gun Maverick doesn't come out until July 2nd, and he is filming Mission Impossible 7 and 8, but wouldn't this story be better saved for, I don't know, July 1st or June 30th?
Well, dog, it's still early, you know? There's more lives to save. We still have a
Maybe.
couple months left.
Maybe. So I just wonder, you got to figure some more Tom Cruise hero stories are coming out because he's got 2 more Mission Impossible movies in Top Gun Maverick.
He's trying to throw us off the scent by planting one a little earlier than we expected.
Maybe.
You see music artists do this. All of a sudden, you haven't heard from them in a minute, and then you see all these crazy quotes, and they're in the news. They go, "Oh, they have an album coming out."
That's how they do that. They really did that with Demi Lovato here
Big
recently.
time.
She had a big run of all kinds of things. And it got to the point where it seemed like she was just digging for some kind of thing to be outraged about just so she could get a news story.
And then she attacked frozen yogurt.
And all
then she
kinds-
maybe went one too far.
Yeah.
She definitely
That
did.
one didn't seem to pan out too
That
well for
one
her.
did not hit right for her.
Me and
No.
Denny's watched her full apology just because it was so ridiculous.
We're on Team Yogurt.
She still thinks she's kind of right.
She needs to sit down.
If you listen to the full apology, she still kind of thinks she's right.
Some
Yeah.
people want yogurt with no sugar in it, girl. Leave them alone and leave the poor yogurt people alone.
So it'll be interesting to see. I know Tom Cruise has had other Mission Impossible movies come out, but in 1996, when the first one debuted, he saved someone on the side of a road from a car crash, someone from a sinking boat, and he also saved 2 people who were getting smushed by autograph seekers during the Mission Impossible film premiere that year. So he had 3 hero stories all tied around that one Mission Impossible, and he's got 2 more Mission Impossible movies coming out.
Little suspect, Cruzy.
Yeah, so just so you know, yes, they do this in Hollywood, and I hear Tom Cruise is an amazing guy to work with. And
What
all
you
that,
didn't see there was him drilling under that boat with the drill, popping a hole in it. You also didn't see him slip those smushers a 20.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
behind it.
Oh, there you go. He's a hero, but only when he's got a movie coming out. Okay. Got a few celebrity birthdays today. Happy birthday to Jessica Alba, turning 40 years old today. Penelope Cruz, 47. Bridget Moynihan, Tom Brady's baby mama, is 50 today. And Jay Leno turns 71 years old. Also got a birthday shout out to Sue, mama/Nana. Hope you have a wonderful day. Love you a bushel and a peck and a hug around the neck.
Aw.
Love always your favorite daughter, Katie, Paisley, and Emma. That's cute. Very nice. Got a birthday shout out you want to get on the KVJ show? You can let us know. Just send us an email, mail@kvjshow.com, mail@kvjshow.com. We'll be happy to give you the hookup on that. Well, Virginia's been telling you the story about her stepmom that has been battling these brain tumors that has been really tough. And you'd even said recently it seemed like even after going through all the chemo that there was actually even more brain tumors, like it wasn't at all effective.
Yeah, so she got diagnosed 4 months ago. So it's been 4 months. That's it. She did 6 weeks of chemo, radiation, all the treatments to try to shrink the tumors. Nothing worked, and more tumors grew. So it's like, okay, she went through all of that,
Right.
and it got worse. So
Not
yes,
what you want to hear.
not what you want to hear at all, man. I mean, that's horrifying. yesterday they made the decision to get a hospice. So
You did, okay.
now hospice is going to be coming to the house and figuring out just a way to keep her comfortable because she's just miserable. She's in pain. She's just not, as any of us would, not dealing with the whole thing very well. And she's
It's tough.
just beside herself. But at least when hospice comes in, they deal with this. They know what to do as far as giving you medication to make you comfortable.
That's what you want right now. You want to be comfortable, and that's all you can ask for.
I want it for her. I want it for my dad.
Sure.
I want it for her children that live there by her because everybody's just like beside themselves. It's tough, man.
Are you going to go up there now? Because does this change your plans?
Well, I want to go up there. So I was texting with my dad and my sister yesterday, and then she texted me around like 7 p.m. and she said, I can't talk right now, but she wanted to tell me a few things. And so she said, I don't think she knows that my dad and my sister and everybody else are giving me updates before she does.
Okay.
I don't think everybody's communicating. I
Right.
think everybody's just kind of in their own little bubble with their phone, doing what they got to do.
Right.
And including her. And so when she texted me yesterday, she was just kind of telling me stuff that I already knew.
Yeah.
And saying that she couldn't talk to me. But I think I'm going to text her back today and just say, hey, what do you want me to do? I'm here to do anything you want.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely.
But
Okay.
yeah,
Does that
it's
change
tough.
your plans on travel at all?
Well, I'm definitely going to go up there for the last week in July. Mm-hmm. But if my dad wants me to come before then, if anything, God forbid, happens before then, I'll absolutely go up there before then.
Yeah.
It's just kind of a wait and see. I mean,
Sure.
some people, when they get hospice involved, it's a matter of weeks before they pass away.
Yeah, you don't know.
It's crazy to think about, like 4 months from diagnosis to possibly saying goodbye.
Sure.
Well, make sure you say everything you want to say. Now's the time.
Amen. I mean, I
Yeah.
have been. I've been texting her, and we've spoken on the phone a few times, but it's just, I feel helpless. Like, what do you say?
I just think that being there is about all you can do and all you can say.
Yeah, there's really, Kevin's right.
You're there and you're supporting.
Yeah.
And if she needs anything, she'll let you know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's just something that everybody's got to deal with.
Heavy.
Yeah, it is.
Real
It's
heavy.
tough stuff.
Do you want
Tough stuff.
breakfast? Breakfast is on the bird. Seriously, get off your cleanse for a day. Let's get some eggs and some cheese up in here. I mean,
She's on the 85-day cleanse.
we need
I
a,
cleanse for a few days during the week, and then I act like a wild maniac on the weekends.
we need a swift kick of happiness to come through the studio.
Here's your happy kick.
Yes.
Said no one ever.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
Kind of curious about where the best high schools in South Florida are. There is a ranking that is out today from U.S. News and World Report that has the best high schools in America, and there is one county in South Florida that far and away seems to be the best. If you're looking for a good high school for your kid, it's Miami-Dade. They've got 6 of the top 10 high schools in the state.
Really?
Yes, they do, including the number 1 school in the entire state, which is Miami School for Advanced Studies. They also rank number 5 in the entire country.
Wow.
Advanced Studies. I mean, it sounds so fancy,
It
doesn't it?
does. They gave it the right name.
Yeah. Your daughter's old school, Dreyfus, is the highest in Palm Beach County. They are number 12 in the state and 109th nationally.
Does Dreyfus do high school as well?
Yeah, Dreyfus is high school.
Okay, that's all it is. I wasn't sure if it was a whole 1 through.
Nope, it's high school.
Pompano Beach High School is 21st in Florida, 240th nationally. Somerset Arts Conservatory in Pembroke Pines, 23rd in the state, 278 nation. McFadder Technical High School in Davie.
McFadder?
McFadder. I think
I
we've
wanna
all
go-
got a little McFadder.
I want to go to McSkinnier.
I love McFadder. I think that's amazing.
I don't feel good in McFadder.
When you go to McDonald's, you can get McFadder. They're 26th in the state, 300th nationally. Cypress Bay in Weston, 33rd in the state, 500th nationally. Sheridan Technical School in Fort Lauderdale is 34th in the state and 544th nationally. And Boca's got a couple really good high schools. Spanish River, 42 in Florida. And Boca Raton Community is 47 in the state. So that's some of the top high schools that you got in the state to send your kid. It's kind of confusing now what you're allowed to do. Are you allowed to send a kid anywhere, or do they get waitlisted if they want to go somewhere else? Because I know that's always been the thing, is sometimes people try to show that they actually have a residence in a district to try to get their kid there. What is going on with the school thing now? Do you know, Virginia, how it works?
I think within your county. Like, I couldn't say I wanted Magnolia to go down to Miami Advanced Studies School.
Right.
But I think within your county, it's supposed to be a lot easier to move from school to school.
Really? Because back in the day, it was the hardest thing to ever do. People had to move their residency to go to a certain school.
You're right.
Yeah. But I think you still go like on a wait list, right? And then if there's availability, then it's top of the list. Gets to go.
Maybe. And if there's enough people that want to get in, maybe they have to do a lotto.
Yeah, because, you know, when you have a list like this of the top schools, I imagine everybody's like, okay, how do I get myself?
But I thought you still had to live in the district. For example, if I had a kid and we lived in Palm Beach Gardens, would I be able to send that kid to Wellington High School if I wanted to be part of a sports program? Are you allowed to do that? That's where people are having issues with.
Yeah, that's been kind of confusing as to how it works. I think it had opened up a little bit, and then, okay, what kind of favors happened to try to get that had been an issue. I know at several high schools where they had that, where they were trying to get, especially high school football players from different schools and putting together, you know, these super teams that have been going on.
I know the magnet schools could get around it saying, oh, it's a program, we let people come in.
Or
But
private school, could do that easier.
School, yeah.
Yeah. But then a lot of private schools will try to tell you that they don't recruit.
Okay, whatever, liars.
You've only won the state championship 10 of the last 11 years.
You don't recruit.
All of our players live outside of a 10-mile radius of the school, but we don't recruit.
Yeah. Jay Spades has said, yeah, my friend lives in Palm Springs and her son goes to Suncoast. I think if it's a magnet program, then you can apply, and then that's how you can cross some boundaries on doing that. So I think that's kind of how that's supposed to work. And oddly enough, Panchita said, just to let you know, McFatter is ironically across the street from a McDonald's.
That is awesome.
It just seems right, doesn't it?
The jokes.
Yes. So there you go. So it's kind of crazy. So with a list like that, I imagine people are going to be scrambling, trying to get their kids into one of those schools that are the top in South Florida. Okay, is this a makeup or a breakup for you if you were in this situation? We get emails all the time. People want to know what they should do with their relationship. And this person is asking about her boyfriend's suspicious late night selfies. She said, my boyfriend was direct messaging with a female coworker late Saturday night. I wasn't feeling well, so I went upstairs. When I came back down to get some water, I noticed him taking a bunch of selfies on our couch. He's really making sure that he looked good.
Selfies on the couch by yourself?
He had no idea I was watching him, and he clearly was texting somebody at 1 in the morning.
So he's not just taking the photos, he's sending the photos?
Yeah. They say here, I went into the living room. I said, hey, why don't you show me your phone? What are you doing? Who are you messaging with? He wouldn't show me the phone and finally admitted, though, that he was talking to his 19-year-old coworker. By the way, he's 31.
What the hell?
He still would not show me his phone, so I have no idea what they were talking about. He swears it was innocent. I'm suspicious. Is this a makeup or a breakup?
Breakup.
Wallace Pennington is so out.
It's suspicious.
It's a breakup.
Well, why can't you show the phone? She's not snooping. She's just asking you why you're taking selfies, laughing.
Yeah.
1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. With a 19-year-old.
Yeah.
Oh, we're done.
You
Not looking
creepy
good.
turd.
You pig.
Here's somebody's boyfriend lost big on game night. Says, I've been dating this guy for 6 weeks. He went to a game night of my friends last weekend and got caught cheating in Uno.
I mean, what an idiot.
When he got called out, he got defensive and then angrily threw his plate of food in the trash. And then he stormed out of the house for a good 10 minutes. He made this really uncomfortable scene in front of everybody, and he was the one that was cheating. So for him to get defensive made it that much worse and embarrassing. Is this a deal breaker?
Oh, man.
Yes.
That is so, he got busted cheating, and then he got defensive.
Cut your losses.
Yeah, there's not a lot there to stick around for.
Just know that if you stay with that person, all your friends, they are talking about your situation behind your back.
Oh, they think you're a moron.
Demand better out of your relationships.
Exactly.
Yeah, this guy needs to work on himself. How about this one? This is about a girlfriend that got a memorial tattoo for her abusive ex. Is this a makeup or a breakup? My girlfriend's ex-boyfriend was killed in a car accident. Now, she'd always told me such terrible things about him, so I couldn't believe it when she came home drunk with his name tattooed across her breast. When I got upset, she totally made me feel guilty, saying that I was wrong for not helping her with her grief. This guy was supposedly verbally and mentally abusive towards her. So what's the deal? My girlfriend doesn't have any tattoo for me, but she has one for a dead abusive ex. We've been together for a year and a half, so this is why it's so baffling. Is this a breakup?
For me personally, I couldn't jive with that. I mean, you're talking about this terrible guy. He's awful. He's abusive to you, and then he dies, and then, oh, he's great. Let me tattoo my boob.
But it is grief, and he is dead, so you don't have to worry about him as a threat to your relationship. This may be how she's coping and sorting it all out in her brain.
Yeah, you know what? And, like, the way she needs to cope, I understand it, and I respect it. And the way I need to cope, Wallace Pennington is out.
He's out.
We all have our thing.
And this girl shouldn't be getting a tattoo of your name, and you shouldn't even be throwing that out there. That's one of those kiss of death things that you shouldn't do in the first few years of your relationship anyway.
There's other ways to grieve. I think that, I think you're making it weird for your current relationship. I'm so sorry that someone died that you're sad about, but you did trash this poor person as being a terrible person.
Yeah.
And now you have this tattoo on your boob. When we get intimate, I have to see that now?
Yeah.
Wallace Pennington's out.
If the tat stays, I don't.
Boom. Are you out?
I think I am.
You're in?
I'm not gonna break up with somebody over this.
Okay. Virginia staying in.
You don't make any sense to me.
Yeah, that's because I have a vagina.
You really like you're quite.
Just knocks all the sensibility out of you.
What?
Good luck.
What I think you're gonna answer one way, you answer in this other way. That all right.
I like that I keep you on your toes.
On my toes, I am.
And this email for makeup or breakup is about my girlfriend who was stealing my grandma's pain meds.
Oh, damn.
I caught my girlfriend stealing my grandmother's pain medication and selling it to her coworker. It started with my grandmother coming to me asking about her prescription running out weeks before it was supposed to. I started doing an investigation, pieced it all together, confronted my girlfriend, and she came clean. My grandmother's 90 years old and one of the sweetest humans you would ever meet. I've been with my girlfriend for 2 years, and I feel so confused as to how to handle this. My girlfriend's begged for forgiveness. She claims that she needed the money to help her own mother out with the problem that she was having. I feel like it's just an excuse to make me feel bad for her. Do I make up or break up?
You break up.
Yeah, and why can't she talk to you about the issue with her mom? Why can't we?
Stole from your grandmother?
Yeah.
Not only do you break up, you should call the cops on her.
Really?
I mean, it's how do you trust somebody after that?
You can't.
Yeah.
This girl is lower than low. I don't care what you're going through. You don't steal from your boyfriend's grandmother,
And once again,
who's 90 and needs the pain meds?
Yeah.
it's a breakup across.
You're a clean sweep. We'll just call this breakup or breakup. Makes it easier, right?
Break up and turn her ass in.
Virginia's keeping tattoo boob around.
That's true.
She's making up.
Tattoob?
Tattoo.
Tattoob.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
That sucks. That sucks. That stinks.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
Kevin, losing all that weight makes your beady eyes look even creepier than before. No offense, bro, but your sickly face could scare the crap out of a toilet.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
Some people age like wine. Virginia ages like milk. Damn, it's called the sunlight, girl. You should go out and meet it someday. Your legs are like chalk.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
Jason, your long hair kind of makes me want to vomit. You sort of look like an alcoholic version of this scarecrow from Wizard of Oz. No offense, but it looks like nostril hair.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ KVJ Show.
What is producer Denny's gonna do when that baboon asks for its ass back? Dude, lay off the weed. It makes you look dumber than you sound.
Oh, dang.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ Show.
That sucks.
Okay, coming up here, how you feeling, Bird? You about ready for this? World Record Wednesday.
I feel real mediocre.
Okay. Real mediocre, huh? Okay, well, we'll see how we do here with this. This is a world record that Denny just came in to correct us that the one we had was a lot shorter than what the actual world record is. The one that we were looking at was like 54 feet for a tortilla toss, and then somebody broke that in October of 2019 and threw a tortilla 83 feet 9 inches.
There's a lot of factors that go into it. I mean, you can have a great toss, and then your next 3 tosses are just terrible, Virginia.
Oh, man, if you were still in your 30s, I mean, I know you used to be a great tosser, but now, with that grip, slipping grip,
You're right. I'm just an aging dog over here.
Yeah.
chasing a dream that I don't think's going to come to fruition.
Whatever. I'm in my prime. Baby. I'm in my prime.
Get him, Bird.
Okay. Well, we're going to see, can Jaybird or anybody else on the show break the Guinness World Record for the furthest tortilla throw? In fact, I'm going to send Virginia and Denny's down there with you as well to see if they can actually throw it further than the Bird.
I love when we do team activities. Beat
Yeah.
the bird.
Do we fling it like a frisbee? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, you shoot. That's the technique. Was fling it like
Oh,
a frisbee.
I got this.
Okay.
I'm bringing small and big.
Today on the show, we did Tortilla Factor Slap, which was a fun little game. We were slapping each other in the face with tortillas. And since Jaybird bought way too many tortillas, we've got a few left over. That, in addition to him eating, we're going to be chucking all around the yard here today. So we're going to see exactly who on the show can throw a tortilla the furthest. The Guinness World Record for the longest tortilla toss is 83 feet, 9 inches. It was set in Oakdale, Minnesota in October of 2019. Now, typically what we deem to be a good throw is getting about halfway there. So if Jaybird can do 40 feet, I'm going to say that is a pretty solid tortilla toss. But to put a little bit of extra pressure on him, we've got Virginia and Denny's also down there to try their hand at the tortilla toss. So I believe we got them standing by, and we also are going to have them on KVJ TV. So if you want to watch to see the tortilla tossing, you can go to YouTube and look for the KVJ show. So there you go. All right, we got the crew standing by. They are downstairs for a World Record Wednesday attempt. All right, are you guys ready to start chucking tortillas around?
We are, sir. We're in position. Denny's has marked off the yardage. It's a great day for this, too. There's no breeze at all. It's a little bit cooler out here. It's athlete's weather.
Okay, well, that's good. Yeah, you don't, because I would imagine a tortilla could get caught up in the wind and just take off on you, and that could either hurt or help.
Yeah, we calibrated, and it's better to not have wind.
Okay.
A lot of calibrations.
Okay, well, we're just kind of a scientific show like that. It's good to know.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Jaybird, we'll save him for last since he's the one technically going for the world record here. Virginia, who do you think is going to throw the tortilla the furthest out of you, Denny's, and Jaybird?
I mean, it's definitely going to be me. So confidence is riding high.
Okay.
With Team Vicious.
Yeah, the witch is talking trash over here. She's vaccinated and she feels real. Oh!
Do you just get a tortilla slap?
Slapped it with a tortilla. Wait, what fit is this?
So confusing, isn't it? Okay, keep in mind the record was just like 54 feet before somebody almost doubled it at 83 feet. So maybe we should say that any toss that goes over 25 feet is relatively impressive. So we need just a start line. Denny's has got a tape measure, and we'll see who can, first of all, throw it the furthest, and then Denny's will do the measurement and then give that back to us here in just a bit. All right, Virginia, you going to do the first tortilla toss?
I am, sir. Are you ready for this heat?
Oh, I'm so ready.
All right.
Good luck.
I'll release on your word, Ralston.
Okay, you can throw whenever you are ready. If you want to hand the phone to Jaybird, he can comment on your form and also on your results.
Okay, Virginia's getting ready. She's going to do the running technique. She's going to sprint to the start line and release. There she goes. She tosses. It looks to be about 10 to 12 feet.
10 to
man,
12.
That was a...
Yeah, she threw it just like a regular old Frisbee would. And, I wonder if that was it. She just kind of like rocked back and forth as those knobby knees. Oh, that was impressive. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that did not go well. Yeah, just looking at the instant replay on KVJ TV on that. Okay. All right. Why don't we get the very athletic Denny's up there to give it a try?
All right, Big D, you're next. Grab a tortilla.
Okay, we're going for the world record of the furthest tortilla toss. Virginia is clearly not the world record holder after that throw.
All right. Denny's is ready, Kevin. On your word, he will release the tortilla.
I see him with the tape measure. Did we get an actual reading on how far you threw it, Virginia?
It was 18 feet. I believe there was some sort of sabotage on my tortilla. It was buttery. Huh.
Wow.
We've been yelling about butter recently.
Okay, Virginia at 18 feet. Okay. All right, let's see what Denny's can do here. Tortilla toss for the Guinness World Record. 83 feet 9 inches is the record. Let's see Big D do it.
Do it, Big D. Give it to him. Okay. He looks to have definitely maybe even doubled my footage. It looks like he's at about 33 feet, Kevin.
Wow. Okay, that's relatively impressive. That would have still been about 20 feet short of the record, but KVJ impressive, I would say.
Yeah, nobody thought we were going to break the record.
Okay, yeah, and I didn't think so. Now, the big question is for Jaybird here. He is the true athlete of the show. He's the one that always does the world record Wednesday. I would hope that at least he'll walk away with the KVJ record for the furthest tortilla toss.
I'm hoping, Coach, but I don't know. Denny's came to play. Got that new haircut, new pep in his step. I think he's smoking some new weed.
Okay. It's a lot going on for him. Okay, Jaybird, let's see if you can beat their record. 33 feet is the furthest we have so far. Let's see you toss that tortilla.
All right, give it to him, Jaybird. He's winding up. He's running for the start line, and he tossed. Oh, and his tortilla disintegrated, and he fell well short of Denny's record of 33 feet.
Did he beat your mark of 18, Virginia?
Well, part of his tortilla did, but it exploded midair.
Oh, does he get another toss for that?
I think the wish. He's claiming victory at 22 feet, but I don't know. His tortilla's in pieces.
I'm not claiming victory. Denny's won, but I did beat the witch, and a loss for the witch is a win for the bird.
Well, I don't know. I mean, do you have to have a tortilla intact?
I think he does. I mean, there's several pieces of tortilla, shrapnel.
I almost think he might need to have a retoss.
Do you need me and the bird to have a toss-off?
I think it's just Bird because yours landed intact. I just think that he needs maybe another throw to see if he can do it without ripping a tortilla to shreds.
All right. Here he goes. Them hamburger hands are going to destroy a new tortilla.
In fact, I think this is a challenge. I don't think he can throw a tortilla without completely mauling it and destroying it midair. I want to see if he can do it.
Every tortilla in town is nervous. Okay. He's going to go for attempt number 2.
Okay.
All right. He's winding up. Oh, we're almost got hit by a car. Oh, somebody parked on Denny's tortilla. Damn. This girl does not give a crap.
Right. She doesn't care.
Literally parked on top of Denny's KVJ record tortilla.
How did Jaybird's second throw go, Virginia?
He didn't do it yet because literally this girl pulled in and parked There's 8 million spots open, and she parks where we are, like in the area where there's no cars.
Yeah, there's like nobody around you. You guys are in the most vacant part of the lot.
I mean, Ted,
It's almost like she is sabotaging the bird, which I'm a big fan of.
there's literally tumbleweeds in the parking lot, and I wonder what radio station or competition was sent here to block me.
Yes, in this moment of sports greatness. Okay, Jaybird going for the tortilla toss world record here. Let's see if he can actually keep the tortilla intact. That's the question.
All right, here he goes. He's winding up. He's running to the start line. He released his taco, and he did go further. It looks to be intact, but he's still about 10 feet short of Denny's and the record.
Okay, but he beat you?
He did.
Okay. All right. Well, we got a ranking on this. Yeah, I see where he went. He did throw it further than yours. So he beat the witch. He did not beat Denny's, and the world record is more than safe, again, from the KVJ show. So there you go.
Every world record is safe with this crew.
Yeah, pretty much. We had Jaybird for world record Wednesday going for the world record for the longest tortilla toss, which is 83 feet 9 inches, set in October 2019. He did not even win for the KVJ show. Denny's walks away with the furthest tortilla toss at 33 feet. But oddly enough, after all that athletic greatness, it seems like the biggest thing people are talking about is the person who parked right in the middle of our bit going on in the back end of the parking lot where there were absolutely no cars. Grant in the chat room said that basically is the exact same person that parks right next to you in the back of the parking lot. There's nobody else around, yet they parked their car right next to you. Yeah. People want to know, did we get an interview with her? Did Virginia Go Tortilla slap the person that had parked right in the middle of our bit?
It was very bizarre because there's all this room to park at, and she goes right in the middle of our game.
Right.
And then she doesn't get out of her car, almost like she's doing something shady in there.
What's going on?
I was going to interview her, but she wouldn't get out.
She doesn't see that people are there and something's going on? And
lady, we're chasing greatness over here.
yeah, that was the biggest mystery and the oddest thing to come out of that.
Well, look, every athlete has to go through those struggles.
You're
During
right.
those moments, it was just an obstacle that I had to get through.
It's like somebody drives in and parks on the 50-yard line.
It was distracting.
Like, yeah, there's like a lot of other places to park.
Zero respect for our fajita game.
Yeah, I hear ya. Got some tortilla fun facts. Do you know the tortilla dates back as far as 10,000 years BC and was the principal food of the Aztecs who lived in Mesoamerica?
I love tortillas. You can do so much with them.
Oh, yeah, they're a fantastic food. In fact, they primarily were just an Aztec food, and now it's one of those things that's kind of a global thing. The thing that's kind of messed up about it is, a tortilla. It is named after kind of a small cake in Spanish, and the tortilla was around long before the Spanish started messing with Mesoamerica in the 1500s. But they are the ones who actually named it tortilla and changed the name of it. According to a Mayan legend, tortillas were invented by a peasant for his hungry king in ancient times. And now it's all over the world, and they say the typical Mexican family of 4 consumes more than 2 pounds of tortillas every day.
Ooh.
That's my Mexican family. That's all they have. Tortillas They have tortillas for breakfast. They have tortillas like every meal of every day.
Tortillas are great.
They really are.
They are so fun, and you can just make a meal out of a buttery tortilla.
Yeah.
I take the tortillas sometimes when I'm real hungry and
Yeah.
I'm feeling real animalistic. I'll just rip that thing up and just start dipping in all the sauces I got. Don't even have time to cook it.
Okay.
Don't even have time to
You can
stuff
do
it.
that. Yeah. They're
It's
that good.
kind of food.
They're that good. They go with absolutely anything. All right, coming up, we got a battle of the generations. We're going to be pitting Gen Z versus Gen X today. So if you know your pop culture trivia, we're going to be giving you stuff that is outside of your typical demographic age. Our Gen Z opponent needs to be between the ages of 18 and 25. Our Gen X opponent needs to be between the ages of 40 and 57. In fact, that's starting to edge up a little bit because I saw that the millennials are now starting to crack into the big 4-0.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, millennials, you old.
Yeah, they're getting right there on the 40, so we might have to adjust to like 41 to 58. So I'll have to throw that in there.
Does that mean we're about to be boomers? Oh,
Speak
no.
for yourself, dog. I'm younger than you.
Not by much.
By a half a decade.
I remember when the
tell
Gen
on
X was
your
young and
face.
edgy.
Yeah, they're not young and edgy.
We had long hair, double hooped earrings.
Old and tired.
Yeah. So if you want to jump on, Battle of the Generations coming up, 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763. We'll play next.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
Okay, Battle of the Generations. We're getting our Gen Z lined up right now, 877-979-WRMF. And we are getting the Gen Xer. They're always prompt and punctual. Robert is his name from West Palm Beach. Hello, Robert.
Woo-hoo. Hello, guys. We're going to kick some butt.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
tough talk.
Got to represent your generation. That's what he's going to be doing here. We are getting the Gen Z all set up. Now, just to let you know, the rules and how it's all going to go down is we've got some questions here for you, Robert. You get the first crack at it for the Gen Xers. If you get it correct, you'll get 2 points. If you have to go to your Gen X partner, Jaybird, and he gets it right, you'll only get 1. The same rules apply for our Gen Z team. Suits is the captain of that. He's representing our Gen Z generation.
Smuggy Jr. is what we call him.
Yeah. I don't think we have a Gen Zer on. So
Am I carrying the team here?
Wow.
Yeah.
The responsibility.
Yeah.
It's early. Gen
Nobody
Zers
from-
aren't up yet.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay. Yeah, all right. So nobody called in to play with Suits. So, yeah, Suits is going to have to be the lone representative for your generation. Okay, we'll go ahead and we will start with Suits here. Your question, what are the names of the parents in The Simpsons?
Homer and Marge Simpson.
Oh, look at that. Fresh haircut. He is riding high.
He is good.
Loved that show as a kid.
Too easy.
Yeah.
Dang, your opponent's calling you out.
That was kind of softball. Okay, here we go. Next question for our Gen Xers. This is going to go to Robert first. Okay, what were the names of the 2 main characters of Disney's The Sweet Life?
Oh, my dear Lord. Oh, man. I don't even know what that is. I have no idea what that even is. I've never heard of that.
I got you, brother.
Okay, Bird.
Only talking Zach and Cody.
Zach and Cody is correct. Bird pulls it out of the fire for a point.
I got you, dog.
Very nice.
Thanks, Bird.
That's what he's here for. We do have a Gen Z representative here. We got Patrick, who is going to play along here. Hello, Patrick.
How you guys doing?
Good. Okay, this question is going to be for you. Right now, you got the lead. Gen Z does over Gen X, 2-1. I'll let you get first crack at this. If you can't do it, Suits is there to help you out. Okay, this question. What band was Beyonce originally a part of?
I mean, come on.
Okay. What band? What do you think here, Patrick?
Destiny's Child.
Destiny's Child. That is correct.
So easy.
So easy.
It's another 2
I think
points.
they're great questions, Kevin.
Okay.
I mean,
All right. It's going to go over to Gen X, who is down 4-1 right now. So you definitely could use a point here. Okay. Your question is, for the Gen X, who sings the song Shape of You?
I mean,
That is for you, Robert, for 2 points.
That's softball.
Jaybird. I don't even know what he said. I don't even understand what he said.
Who sings the song Shape of You?
so
You know that song?
can I guess? He's high?
Oh my God, Jaybird, what do you got? Oh my dear
It
Lord.
is Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran.
Not Ed Sheehan, who I always
Right.
say instead who I went to high school with.
Okay, Bird keeps Gen X in the game. You're down 4-2, though. The Gen Zs can really make this difficult if you get this one correct for 2 points. So let's see if Patrick can put the heat on him.
Bring that heat, Ralston.
Okay, all right, next question. In what city does the TV show Mad Men take place? What do you think there, Patrick?
I'll pass this one to Sue.
Suits.
Never watched the show. Shot in the dark. I'll say New York.
New York is correct.
That was a complete guess.
Wow. Okay.
Dang, I actually binge watched that thing, and I thought it was Chicago.
Might have been a savior there.
Chicago, too.
Okay. All right. Next up here, you got to get 2 to stay alive here. Robert, what fictional town does SpongeBob SquarePants live in?
Oh, Bigfootville.
Bigfootville. Okay. Bird, if you do not get this correct, it is all over. Gen Z is going to win the Battle of the Generations.
Bugs Town.
Oh,
I got nothing. I've never even watched it.
Bikini Bottom.
You don't know Bikini Bottom?
I don't watch the show.
You
I'm sorry.
love Bikini Bottom.
I do. I'm so embarrassed.
Wow.
Oh, we suck.
Okay, yeah. Gen X did not bring it today. Gen Z is victorious.
Nice job, Patrick.
Younger generation. Wow, very nice. Okay, well, thanks for playing along there, Robert. We appreciate it.
All right. So much for kicking butt.
Yeah.
It was still great fun.
Yeah, it's all about the fun, but yeah, not a great round here today.
Really packed in a lot of losing in the last 15 minutes. I lose in bulk.
You're like
But-
the Costco of losers.
You lose. Awesome.
Thank you.
There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
They've got an APB out on Chewbacca. APB on Chewbacca. Apparently, Chewbacca went and stabbed somebody on Saturday night.
Oh, damn. Why'd he do that?
Well, apparently this Chewbacca is a street performer there in New Orleans. And he got into an argument with somebody and wound up stabbing him.
Oh,
and
my.
now the only picture they have to circulate is the guy in his full-on Chewbacca costume. And that's how they're trying to track him down.
Good luck, guys. I don't know if you're going to get him. This one might slip from your grasp.
That's the best they got is the actual Chewbacca. And people are like, you're looking for Chewbacca? Like, that's the best they got. So there you go. I don't know if he's going to be found, but he's laughing his way all around New Orleans.
There's another video from a few years back. I think it's in England somewhere, and they're arresting this Chewbacca guy, but he's so big they can't get him in the police car. So it takes them another 7 guys to push him in there.
That's amazing.
There's a Chihuahua named Prancer that went viral a few weeks ago when his owner was giving him up for adoption because he said, quote, he's demonic, a haunted Victorian child in the body of a small dog.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, these Chihuahuas, they can be a little feisty. We used to have one that was a little feisty.
You had one that, went out like the devil.
We had a mini pincher that was the devil.
Yeah.
I mean, the bite, she bit Sweet Denny's on several occasions.
Yeah, sometimes
She bit
it's small
Panda?
dogs,
She
yeah.
bit Panda, yeah.
Luckily, though, Prancer has been adopted by a new family. They're going to try their luck with this Chihuahua, but who knows? The devil dog
luck.
will find a true home. A 28-year-old drunk woman in St. Pete was arrested after she kept trying to give strangers lap dances. Apparently, that's a problem there. She then asked the cops if they wanted to bang on the sidewalk. And then she threatened to beat up any paramedics that came near her.
I think cops get this a lot, where somebody is all drunk going, I'll bang you if you let me go.
The cop's like, thanks, but no thanks.
I bet that happens all the time. Some of these drunk stops.
Anything they can to try to get out of the arrest. A bomb squad in a German town got a call this week when a woman spotted a grenade. Terrifying stuff, but thankfully when the bomb squad got there, it just turned out to be a rubber grenade-shaped adult toy.
Okay, well, it's a relief, but
Yeah.
it's gross.
It's literally a relief.
Yes.
You have a lot of grenade stories in the news lately.
I know, it's very odd that this would be happening as frequently as it does. Here's another interesting story. I don't know who would want this product, but apparently now you can buy a fleshlight shaped like Shrek's ear.
It's getting weird out there.
Shrek?
The whole
Shrek.
The whole sex world is getting weird.
The children's cartoon Shrek?
Yeah, that one. Exactly.
Oh, guys.
I don't know what's going on here.
It's
What's happening in our
it's a
world?
novelty thing, you know.
Okay. There's a woman in the UK that was in an Uber earlier this month, and the driver drove straight into a canal. And the worst part about it, she also got charged for the ride.
Dang, did they get out okay?
Yeah, they're out okay, but then she still had the Uber bill. Like, what?
That should be a free
You
ride.
think? But no, apparently not. There is a study out today, too, saying that services like Uber and Lyft have led to an increase in traffic and congestion because less people are riding public transportation. So it's actually made the roads more crowded.
And I've noticed, too, the quality's gone down. It's watered down.
Yeah,
So, all
not
of
what it used to be.
It's definitely not what it used to be. And nowadays, I don't know if it's because of the pandemic. If I try to get a ride, it takes me at least 12 to 15 minutes. When back in the day, you'd have a car at your house in 2 minutes.
I bet less people are driving.
You never know
Yeah.
what you're going to get, too. Like, a lot of these drivers show up looking squirrely.
See, some have stuff on their mind they want to unload that you kind of maybe don't want to hear.
Yeah. The CEO of a startup that's worth $2 billion got fired because he decided it was a good idea to take LSD at work before a board meeting.
Yeah, that's a bad call, dude.
We got to question this guy's judgment.
Well, the table is turning into a fire pit. You know, your CEO's a dragon.
His face is melting.
He's probably thinking he's going to the board meeting. He's going to expand his mind. He's going to come with all these great ideas, and all he saw was bearded dragons.
Everyone's melting.
There's a decorated Army officer that had to resign after his battalion, quote, went off the rails in a strip club. One officer went AWOL for 48 hours after dancers, quote, bit his nipples to keep him awake.
Oh, my gosh.
Apparently that's part of going off the rails, so he had it all buttoned up and together until that one night at the strip club.
I always wonder if that does happen, where someone just loses it and does something like that.
Sounds like it happened here. There's a rabbi that's been part of an ultra-Orthodox Jewish community in Israel who's now been accused of secretly being a Christian missionary from New Jersey that went undercover to try to convert people to Christianity from Judaism. Well,
It almost sounds made up.
That's like a spy. It
Yeah,
sounds like
it
a
is.
fascinating movie, doesn't it?
They sent in a spy?
Yes, they did.
It's a
double
movie
agent.
plot.
It's a double agent. There's a woman in Wisconsin that just filed a class action lawsuit against Bagel Bites for being low quality.
Oh.
Duh.
She's specifically upset that they don't use real tomato sauce or mozzarella cheese. She didn't give a specific dollar amount she's looking for.
Insane. It's like someone that gets mad at a comedy club.
What else are you going to sue? Tostino's pizza rolls?
Right.
You
Yeah.
know it's crap. It's $2.
I mean, that's kind of why some people like buying it. Sometimes you want to kind of, lay in the gutter.
You're not going to get a gourmet experience in the frozen pizza section. You're just not.
The frozen pizza really has not cornered the pizza world.
Really?
There's some decent ones out there,
Yeah.
but there's really not an over-the-top, excellent, great frozen pizza.
And Bagel Bites is like the lowest of the low. Like that's the lowest you can go.
You'll get people texting in answers, DiGiorno, all kinds of stuff. I get it, they're okay, but there's still nothing out there that's gonna knock your ass to high heaven.
Well, when this woman is done with Bagel Bites, she can move on to low-grade burgers because White Castle is opening up in Orlando next week.
Woohoo!
Imagine they did that down here.
Yeah, it's not going to be down here at least yet. This new restaurant is going to be between Walt Disney World and Universal Studios. In fact, it is going to be massive, 4,567 square feet. That's what it takes to be the world's largest White Castle. I assume all those tourists who come in from out of town who recognize White Castle will be like, oh, cool. Only one in Florida that I can find. It's going to have an indoor-outdoor seating area, 2 drive-through lanes. It's going to be the first White Castle in Florida since the 1960s when there were 4 locations in Miami.
This is a big deal. I think me and Denny's need to go on a road trip.
I agree.
Yeah, that's gonna do great in Orlando.
Yeah.
People will love that.
I thought that would be kind of neat. So I don't know if you can petition, but I know a lot of people have talked about the White Castles. What other fast food restaurant would you want to bring here we don't have? Like, we don't have the Jack in the Box. I don't think we have Whataburger.
In-N-Out Burger.
Yeah, we don't have the In-N-Out. Do we have Carl's Jr. here?
No.
No.
Didn't think so. We're missing quite a few.
Yeah, Florida needs to get their act together.
Yeah.
They have a Hardee's up in northern Florida, but Hardee's ain't that good, y'all.
Yeah, not feeling it. Okay. Well, there you go. Well, the White Castle is coming to town.
This is 97.9 WRMF, Palm Beach.
Talking about the world's largest White Castle about to open up in Orlando between Disney and Universal. Going to be pretty impressive. It's the first White Castle to open up in the state since the 1960s when we had 4 in Miami. They've all gone. So now we're getting a brand new fast food joint. And people are already seeing a great stoner movie called Denny's and Jaybird Go to White Castle ready to happen.
I'm sure we won't get a cease and desist.
Oh, yeah, Still would be great, though. Somebody had said, yeah, there's a couple places that we do have. Whataburgers is in the Panhandle. They're big, I think, all throughout Texas. I remember seeing them when I went to Dallas. I think they had more Whataburgers than they had McDonald's.
I know, but the Panhandle might as well be a different state.
It really is, yeah. It's so far away.
Getting there anytime soon.
Yeah, from South Florida. Somebody said we need Waffle House here.
Oh my gosh, I would do so much damage if Waffle House was around here.
Yeah, I think they're not in the southern part of South Florida.
I love their pink lemonade with their grilled cheese and their hash browns combined.
My daughter had raved about a place I think she went to when we were in Atlanta called Bojangles.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've heard of it.
We had one down here back in the day.
Okay. Yeah, that's just some of the places that people were wishing that we would have here.
There's a lot of them. There's some pizza places up north of which we had down here.
Oh, okay. Really?
Yeah, there's some New York place. There's a
chains or
there's a New York chain up in New York. People always speak of that. People have emailed me and said you guys got to get one down here, and the name escapes me. And it's not Sbarro.
Okay. There's a Pizzeria Uno. I know they have that in Orlando by that upside down building. They got one of those, and I think that's originally supposed to be a Chicago style chain. I don't think I don't know of any locations in South Florida though.
You are making me want pizza so bad right now.
It's his fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's his fault.
I mean, look at your clothes.
That's a good point.
You need to look at your outfit. You're wearing a pizza onesie.
I can look at the man in the mirror.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, look at the man.
And if you did, you get hungry for pizza because he's wearing a pizza onesie right now. Okay, got some questions here. Which is worse out of these two difficult situations? Your gas gauge being on E or your phone being at 1%?
Gosh.
Phone at 1%.
That's worse?
Yes.
No, trust me. As a man who's run out of gas a lot in his life, when you run out of gas, it sucks, man. It's a whole to-do. It wrecks your entire day. The whole day is different because of you running out of gas.
And you may or may not be away from a quick, easy call to have somebody come and bring you gas or get gas.
True, but I can ride that E, baby. I ride that E for a while.
That's the problem. I ride her too hard, and then she bucks me every single time. I remember I ran out of gas in Jupiter, and it was around midnight, and I am pushing, and I am struggling, and this police officer pulls up, and I'm thinking, oh, this guy's going to help me. He goes, what's going on here? I go, I ran out of gas, officer. Okay, have a good night. It's like, damn it.
Good luck, bruh.
Have a good night.
I was left alone, Virginia.
That's amazing.
Stay safe. Peace out.
Yeah. Okay, which is worse, stepping on Legos or stubbing your toe?
Stubbing your toe.
Yeah, stubbing your toe.
Yeah, that is a terrible pain.
It's bad.
Stubbing your toe has residuals. It goes on for maybe even a week if you stub it real good.
Sometimes you break it.
And sometimes you lose a toenail. I mean, it can be horrific.
Have you ever lost a toenail?
Yes.
That's the worst.
It sucks.
I've had it turn like purple, and then the toenail falls off, and then this lame, weak, nasty toenail starts to grow under it, and it's like,
And
I'm so weak.
7.5 years to grow back.
It does. It takes 7.5 years to grow a new toenail.
What is worse, wasting time or wasting money? What is worse?
Sometimes wasting time can be fun. Wasting money always sucks.
You would argue, though, if you're having fun, is that really wasting time? There's times where you're doing
It's good
something.
use of time. That's not a waste.
Yeah, you're legit wasting time.
There are things you can say, that was a complete waste of time.
I think a waste of time legit is worse than waste of money.
Really? All right.
Well, because you can always get more money, you can't get more time.
Damn.
That's just it. The older you get, I think it might change for some people. But let's be honest, I don't know how many more years I got left in this thing.
He thinks he's going to die soon.
All right, let's not get too dark.
We talk about this, Kevin.
That was a private conversation.
Which is worse, burpees or pull-ups?
Ooh,
They're
pull-ups.
both. Yeah,
pull-ups.
pull-ups are worse because not everyone can do a pull-up.
You have to have big arms and a tiny ass, and I have the opposite.
I have scrawny arms and zero ass.
I would say, to me, burpees are worse. I've been completely miserable doing burpees, just basically throwing yourself on the ground and trying to peel yourself off of it and stand up again. Pull-ups, when you're done with pull-ups are over, and when you're doing a pull-up, it's not that big of a deal.
I just can't.
A burpee's much worse to me.
Yeah, because you have guns. I can't even do one pull-up.
Yeah, you got guns. I got buns, baby. It's different.
You do? Okay, you got buns, huh?
Well, I mean, not as
He's built like Barney.
I got buns to eat.
Tiny little baby arms and a big ass.
No, I actually have a.
He's built like Barney. What is he, like the human grimace?
He's not made to do a pull-up.
Skinny arms.
That's messed up because I have a flat ass, not a fat ass. Get it right, Sinicki.
It's flat, but it's like mine. There's something there.
Damn! Wow! You can't have my ass that bad?
It's tough.
Oh, man.
It can be flat and wide.
Well, I guess that's what I got.
Yeah. It's tough.
Just go look at Barney.
I have a landing strip for an ass.
Turned into a tough segment all of a sudden.
Yeah, it did.
Okay, which is worse, to break up with someone or to be broken up with? What would you say?
I'd rather have someone break up with me than to deal with the guilt of breaking up with someone. It's a whole to do when you're the one breaking up.
Yeah, but with you breaking up with someone, you know that it's coming. Being broken
and you
up
call
with,
the shots.
I think, is tougher on your own emotions. If you talk about, because they have said that they've measured stress levels and things like that, and heartbreak, it's a real thing. It does something. It jerks your body around. And I think it's healthier to break up with somebody because you're probably relieved. You're like, it's so nice. Yeah, it's not easy going through it. But for yourself, and 5 minutes later, you're like, okay, all right, feeling better. 5 minutes after being broken up with, you're feeling terrible.
And you're questioning everything. You're like, oh, man.
Yeah.
Where did I go wrong? I'm not lovable.
Yeah. It's tough.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather be broken up with.
I would rather break up with people than have them break up with me.
Well, we differ on this one.
You're weird.
All right, Doc.
Which is worse? Saying something you deeply regret or not saying something you desperately wish you had said?
Damn.
I would say it's worse to say something you deeply regret.
Yeah.
You can't take those things back. And not saying something you wish you had, yeah, maybe somebody knows you're just not great at expressing yourself. But yeah, man, when you cut somebody, there are things that I remember people have said to me from 20 years ago that you just can't take back once it's out there.
I'm very sorry.
Yeah.
You can always come back and say it, though. If you meant to say something cool, you could come back and say it unless they die.
Well, that's for the sake of the game. And again, Virginia's trying to ruin the game. You don't get that chance to say what you wanted to say.
They die, Kevin?
Well, for the scenario.
Damn.
I agree with you. Saying something that you feel bad about saying, that's tough. I've done that in my life before. I still feel bad about it.
Mm-hmm. Which is worse, physical pain or emotional pain?
Physical.
I mean, I want to say emotional, but then I've never been stabbed in the neck.
Well, there's always tomorrow.
I feel like out of anything I've ever gone through, stabbed in the neck would be the worst thing ever.
I think you can be going through emotional pain and still be functional. Sometimes if you have a tough physical pain, you can't even be functional.
And physical pain then turns into emotional pain. Because if you can't function like physically, then you're like, I'm so sad. I'm paraplegic.
I think you guys are right.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, think about
physical's the worst.
Think about the worst pain you've ever had in your life, then times it by 5, which some people have that.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And which is worse, someone who can't spell or someone who can't do math?
Spell.
I'd say so. I think we are more harsh on the person that can't spell than the person who can't do math.
Dude, math is so hard. Fractions and decimals. Integers, Virginia?
And you can still kind of function as a math dumbass. Look at me. As long as you can do like basic addition and subtraction and multiplication. I'm sorry, I don't think you need integers.
But you can't even do that.
I got overdraft protection because he's right.
Okay.
Listen from anywhere on the WRMF app. Get to the App Store and search WRMF. Now, back to the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
Well, if you need something to pick you up, yesterday we posted up some happy facts. What is the happiest fact that you know? These are just things just by knowing to be like, okay, you know what? Life is pretty good.
I like this one. Elephants, they'll mourn the death of their loved ones. And I think that's happy from a certain point of view, no?
Yeah, if you love death.
Yeah, if you like sad elephants.
No, I think it kind of shows that they've got this sweet...
When elephants cry, he laughs.
That's not... I mean, I should have led with that fact.
It makes me so happy to see that really sad elephant.
That's not what I meant.
Bring in the pain, elephant!
Yeah, let me give you some better happy facts. Do you know what happy means?
Yeah, can yours not be about death and dying?
It played better.
Not really a way to start off the happy facts.
It played better in my head.
Yeah.
Shut up, birds.
Here's some fun ones. If you love dogs, I think you'll love these. Dogs purposely sneeze when play fighting to show you it's not a serious fight.
I mean, that is just so adorable.
They want you to be like, hey, we're having fun here, just so you know.
Way better than dead elephants.
You better not. I say also, dogs can smell your feelings and they learn to respond accordingly.
Wow.
How about that?
That's just magic.
Your sadness stinks, apparently. They can smell it and they can adjust. Cats, even got a couple good ones for them. Cats will headbutt you as a way of telling you that they trust you.
Huh.
Okay.
Did you know that
makes sense because Rufus the talking cat does not headbutt me, Denny's cat, but the other one will headbutt me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. And Lexi had said a nice happy fact. When cats slow blink at you, it's them telling you that they love or trust you.
Oh, and when
Slow blink.
when a person does that to you, that means they're creepy.
Yes, it does. Dominique said rats laugh when tickled. That's kind of fun.
They also laugh when they go in your kitchen and eat your food.
And they laugh too when you call the exterminator and they live through it.
Yeah,
like they
you're
did
right.
at Jay. He paid hundreds for the guy to come and kill the rats, and the rat's like, you didn't get me yet.
Yeah, good luck. I'm still standing. Melanie said, you know, chickens like spaghetti. That's kind of a fun, happy fact.
Oh.
I do think that's fun.
I'd like to see a chicken eating spaghetti. That'd make me happy.
Chickens also are cannibals. They'll eat other chickens, too. All right, you're right.
That's, again, not a fun fact.
You're right.
We're trying to do happy facts. Why do you keep going sad, depressing? I'm having to now do 10 happy facts for every one of Jaybird's sad, depressing, terrible facts.
Murder chickens.
It's really working against me in this segment here, Virginia.
They love the taste of blood.
He really doesn't get happy.
Ever.
Like, I think the concept eludes him.
No, I'm very happy. I think I'm weird, man. I don't know. I'm very
You just
happy.
can't grasp this thing called happiness, Virginia. A couple other fun little happy facts for animals. Penguins mate for life, so do otters.
Oh, that's cute.
We love otters.
And this might be even more fun. James said dolphins just have sex for fun.
They do, and dolphins will hump humans
Yeah.
a lot.
Especially Dan Marino.
You're right.
Clarissa said an alpaca giving birth is called an unpacking.
Oh, that's cute.
That is cute, isn't it?
Little cocktail party factoid.
I like that one.
Did you know Mark said it takes less muscles to smile than frown? Okay. It's a nice little happy fact. So keep smiling. The chances of you being born is 400 trillion to 1. Think about that. The odds that you are here today. Already you've beaten the odds. So appreciate, because you're a winner.
Yeah, you're a winner, witch. All
Yeah.
those other witches, and you came out on top.
I know, but I'm already here. I feel like, okay, I can't take this as a win.
Wow, we're really kind of poo-pooing on your bit a little bit. We're not the...
Yeah, I really got to try to make up for your guys' depressing asses over there.
I do love your fun factoids.
We can't keep it happy around here, can we?
They are so happy.
Yes. Heidi said music can help to heal the brain. That's a happy fact.
This is true.
And Kristen said it's 5 o'clock always somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
That's right, baby. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. They say that it is the new boob job. It is the part about your body that everybody is so concerned about now, because apparently I think the boob thing's changed a little bit, right, Virginia? Nobody's jacking up their crazy big boobs like they were doing in the 90s. Now it's to have natural-looking breasts like they belong on your body.
Yes, a lot of women that got the implants are explanting.
Yeah.
And there are certain techniques you can do to have natural boobs when the implants come out.
Okay. They say that basically the big procedure now that everybody is going for is oral care. Americans spent $9 billion on oral care last year. And they say a big reason is because of all the close-up videos that we're doing, whether it be on social media or Zoom calls. But your teeth are on full display. And so everybody's doing everything they can to try to get straight, white, beautiful teeth.
I will say, though, I think people get to a certain age where they can look too new and polished. You're like 70 and you have brand new teeth.
Yeah.
Like, bitch, I know you got old teeth.
When you got week old teeth
Yeah.
and you've got a 90-year-old face.
It's like when a guy's 75 years old and he's still dyeing his hair jet black. I swear I'm not dyeing my hair. Dog, you're dyeing your hair.
I do see that in people that are around 60, 70 now, that they've got amazingly just white chiclet type teeth.
I feel like you need to have just a little bit of time on those teeth.
Think so?
Just a hair.
A lot of times those are veneers.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. And they're not cheap.
No, veneers are like the cost of a Maserati.
Yeah, I'm not saying you have to keep butter cutters. I'm just saying it looks so new.
What is the best thing that you do if you want to have great looking teeth for the best amount of money? Because there's so many different products, from the bleaching strips. I do the trays that I get from my dentist. That's typically what I use. But is that the best? I almost, one day, somebody gave me that charcoal stuff, and I did that, and then thankfully our listeners like going, that'll scrape the enamel right off your teeth. I already have weak enamel, so I only used it once and never did it again. That black, and your mouth's all black, it's kind of nasty. I mean, if it works, I get it, but I got away from that.
Yeah, I run everything by the dentist just to make sure that I'm not going to do some damage.
Do you have a secret that you use, Virginia? Because everybody comments on how great a teeth you have.
I love that toothpaste from New Skin. Now, it's like one of those pyramid schemes where you buy it from a dealer, or you can go online, but I found it on eBay.
Okay.
It's New Skin is the brand, and AP24 is the name of the toothpaste, but I think it really works. It brightens your teeth up several shades.
And you know what?
And then don't drink anything that's
At all?
dark colored.
Oh.
Don't drink coffee unless you immediately rinse. Don't drink soda unless you immediately rinse it off your teeth. Don't let anything sit on there that's going to dye it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got me that toothpaste before?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
I like it. It's good.
Somebody
Has some
said,
butter cutters.
I like my teeth.
you do? You're happy with them?
I try to take care of them. I try to floss every single day. I mean, I floss every single day. I try to floss twice a day.
Yeah.
Only because I remember, the doctor talking to him about my mom and her heart, and we've had some heart issues in my family. That there's a connection with your plaque and your gums and flossing with your heart.
There's an absolute connection between bacteria in your mouth and when it gets into your bloodstream and causes serious heart issues.
Yeah. If you're looking to whiten the teeth, I've had this done before, too, years ago. Might do it again. It's that Zoom. It's the UV light for whitening your teeth. That was effective. That works.
That did work?
Yeah, somebody who says I work in dental implant sales, and dentists have something called the Zoom. Yeah, I'd had that. It was cool. I don't know what the cost is because we got it like one of those auctions, school auction kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah, and it came that way.
I wonder if those ones they have on Instagram work. I see the celebrities pushing, like, one of them's called Snow.
Right. Yeah, I don't trust hardly
One of them's
anything on
called
Instagram anymore.
Lumino.
I don't
Yeah,
trust
I know
anything on
they're-
Instagram.
I know they're everywhere. That's what I'm saying. And I can see this. I believe that when somebody said whitening teeth is the new boob job, I was like, yeah, that seems like everybody is trying to get those amazingly great looking teeth. It does make sense. I believe it. So if you're talking about veneers, somebody said I paid $4,700 for 4 permanent veneers. So you're looking at $1,200 a tooth.
And then if you want to get your teeth matched, you have to match it with the veneer.
Yeah, they said that they matched them to their regular teeth, so the veneers look legit. Because, yeah, you're right. You don't want to have 4 amazingly white teeth and the rest of them are topal, brown.
And you can tell if somebody went to budgetveneers.com.
Yes.
They don't match the other teeth.
Well, it's like a checkerboard or a checkerboard.
It's only like 3 in the front, and then you're like, wait a minute.
Yeah, exactly. So something to look into.
It's so expensive. The teeth industry is so expensive, though. It really is.
Yeah, making a killing. And right now, the way that our world is set up with so much video stuff and close-ups and whatnot, it is a great industry to be in. People are willing to pay that cash to get the perfect-looking teeth.
The KVJ Show will be right back. 97.9 WRMF.
We're talking about how Orlando was going to be getting the world's largest White Castle. They do small little burgers, kind of like the sliders, I guess is what they call them. And, you know, you have other places that have kind of taken that concept, the small little burgers, and done the sliders. But there's something about Waffle House, White Castle, that people love with the onions and the way they do the burgers and everything.
It's the same concept as the Crystal Burgers.
Yeah.
Which I don't know which one I like better. Crystal, I went on a Crystal run. Now again, I'm going on frozen food, White Castle versus Crystal. Crystal's pretty damn good.
You really got to get them fresh out the restaurant.
Yeah.
There's nothing better.
It'd be interesting to do a head-to-head.
Oh, I agree.
Between White Castle and Crystal, see what's better. Crystal basically is like the southern version of White Castle. White Castle's more northern.
But right out of the oven.
Is there a Crystal in Orlando? Because after they build the White Castle in Orlando, you could do both if there's a Crystal there.
We need more burger wars.
Yeah, there's a couple of these places. We were talking about other places you'd love to get, because that's going to be the first White Castle in Florida since the 1960s, when they had 4 in Miami that all closed down.
I wonder why they closed.
I don't know. Great question.
Yeah, there's the Hardee's. We bring up Hardee's a lot. Hardee's is the same restaurant as I believe, a Carl's Jr. That's what people say.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, I think Carl's Jr. is just the West Coast version of it for the most part. I think it's maybe the same company.
Which is weird, because I've had, what was the one I had in California with you?
I thought it was Carl's Jr. I took you to.
Yeah, I feel like Hardee's and Carl's Jr. are different, even though they claim to be the same.
And why wouldn't you just keep the same brand? I don't understand why you would have the exact same restaurant with 2 different names on different coasts of the country.
It's weird.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I always felt like I liked Carl's Jr. more than I did Hardee's. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm with.
Yeah.
Carl's Jr. felt like it was a little bit more upscale than Hardee's.
Mm-hmm.
Hardee's was kind of lower budget.
Yeah. We'd also mention, too, the Waffle House. Now, there are Waffle Houses in South Florida. It's mainly a southern thing, the southeast, and, you know, we're not technically the south, but there are at least 3 different Waffle Houses you can check out in South Florida. Fort Pierce has got one right off of I-95. There's one in Boynton Beach, and there's also a Waffle House in Davie right off of 595.
So someone told me the one in Boynton closed down.
They told us that a while back.
Okay.
This
somebody's texting it in.
This rumor?
I don't know. We got to look it up.
Do I have to investigate?
Well, the one that's in Fort Pierce is super handy, because if you're like me and you take 95 up to Fort Pierce and then you jump on the turnpike, it saves you a little bit of money on your turnpike tolls, and you get to pass right by that Waffle House.
The best thing about Waffle House is you can order 9 sandwiches, 18 orders of hash browns, 18 lemonades, and it's going to cost you, I don't know, $19.
I don't know if it's that cheap.
I'm being dramatic.
You are dramatic.
To make a point, I'm being dramatic.
Yeah, I don't have the one showing up there. I do definitely show that there is the Waffle House in Davie to check out. Looks like that is open and legit.
That one in Boynton might have closed.
Okay.
Because people did tell us that it closed. I mean, it's possible it reopened.
I used to do something gross. I don't think I would be into it now, but I used to take the grilled cheese from Waffle House and dip it in my pink lemonade. I like the way the pink lemonade would soak into the bread, give it a little sweet kick to it.
Nobody's surprised you do weird stuff, but that would be too weird.
Well, you don't drink that lemonade. That's merely for dipping. And then you get another lemonade to drink.
They're going to think you're a nut.
So? It's the Waffle House, so I'm in good company.
Everybody in there is a nut or drunk.
Yes.
Looks like a Waffle House in Southwest Ranches. So there's another one there in Davie for you to check out.
Okay.
Mama, we need to go on a little Waffle House retreat.
I have no problem hitting up a Waffle House.
Would you rather go to Fort Pierce or down south to Davie?
Fort Pierce.
Let's go to Fort Pierce. We'll hit that, and let's hit some other places we never go to. We'll just make it a food trip.
And there is, it looks like one kind of in North Fort Lauderdale, right off of I-95.
Oh.
So more than you would have thought.
I love it. This is great news.
Yeah. So you're finding us some places there.
I think me and Virginia go on a Waffle House trip.
You really want a heart attack at the Waffle House? Get you the patty melt.
Oh yeah. If you are not struggling, you are not doing it right.
Mm-hmm. Well, one place that we definitely have a lot of is IHOPs. I don't know if you saw the TikTok video that went viral. Adam Sandler went into an IHOP, and they told him there's a 30-minute wait, and he's like, okay. And he just kind of like turned around and walked out. But people were kind of giving him props because he didn't try to jump in the line and be like, hey, you know who I am or anything famous. And the reason why the girl posted it up, she had to post kind of like the little camera surveillance thing. She didn't even recognize Adam Sandler. He had his mask on. He's with his daughter. And they came in, and he didn't big leg or anything like that.
I'm glad. I hear the Sandman's real nice.
Yeah, so it was kind of a cool little moment, and people are loving him for it.
Nobody can big league at IHOP.
No.
If you're at IHOP, that right there says it all.
Right, exactly. After the show podcast coming up on YouTube, going to be live in just about 5 or 10 minutes. Before we get there, Bird, wrap it up with your thoughts.
Just real quick, I'm getting a lot of comments that there's 2 Waffle Houses in Fort Pierce.
Yeah, apparently just like within a mile of each other.
All right,
That makes no
Fort
sense.
Pierce, share with us. You guys are bogarting the Waffle Houses.
Sorry, let me get focused. I apologize. The heart has its own reasons that a reason cannot understand. Oh, Bird, very romantic. No?
Okay.
Reason and me don't understand.
The heart.
The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.